All right. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Magic Journey. And this is your weekly oracle card reading. And some reason I don't see the live chat on Facebook. Huh. Maybe it's on there. I don't know. But I am live on my YouTube and Facebook. And this week we are using the Magical Dimensions, which is a beautiful oracle deck that is all about activators and the angelics and the chakras and elemental deck I've had for a very long time, but I don't use it that much. So I'm using it this week. So this is your oracle card reading for November the 15th through the 21st of 2021. So let's get started. And this is going to be the usual, pick a card, 3 cards. You can pick a card or you just listen to all 3 messages if you choose. Something will resonate with you. So let's get started here. This is the Magical Dimensions Oracle deck. It's a deck that I've had for several years, but very seldom used. So that was my sloppy work throwing that card out. Sloppy shuffling. So guys, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, and blessed week this week as we are approaching right here on Thanksgiving. And next thing you know, it's going to be, the year will be gone. It will be gone. And we will be in 2022. So if you haven't watched your 22 predictions, go check that out on YouTube. Pick a card, and I've already got your December pick a card monthly predictions and zodiac predictions. So let's get started. Go ahead and choose a card. I'm going to grab some water before we start. And if there's any messages that Spirit wants to share, I will absolutely share those with you. Any channeled messages that come through. So let's get started. What do we have for card number 1? We've got, and I've kind of got it dark in here, as you can tell, so just bear with me. The Guardians, shielding, defense, and warning. So this is the Guardians. Let's see what the book has to say about the Guardians. That is 37. Yes. So it says, I can read this in the semi-dark. I've really got to get a decent light, which I got one, but I don't really want to cut the overhead one on. It just makes it too bright in here. And I like it to, have a little cozy vibe feeling to it. So I'm going to get a small lamp to go on this table. So let's see what the Guardians has to say. And I'm going to read this. It says shielding, defense, and warning. The Guardian resonates to that of guardianship of the soul. When a soul faces adversity or challenge, it is always innately guided to shield its sacredness from undue harm. There exist many forms of guardians among the various universes, and they serve to also ensure the safety and preservation of sacred sites, portals, souls, and wisdom of the light. Guardianship is a responsibility that these dimensional beings are honored to have. I love that. So if you chose this card, Look at the signs around you very carefully. Your guardian angel, spirit guide, higher self, or other supportive light beings are trying to get your attention. This may be a time to guard yourself from a toxic situation or energy vampire, or it may be a warning of a future concern. Also, evaluate your own shielding mechanisms. Do you have any? If so, are they working? If not, revisit and strengthen them. So this is a kind of a putting out there a warning sign. If you chose this card, that look for the signs because your team is there supporting you. So you may be in some type of toxic relationship. You may be thinking of doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing. There's some particular situation or a person, place, or thing that's in your life at this time that is really not for your highest and best good, and your team there are guarding you. And I can relate to this because I just know I've got a ancestor, Native American ancestor, female, that is a guardian of mine, and her name is Shasta, and she has really been very protective of me over the years because I was a wild child in my younger days. She probably doesn't have too much work to do these days protecting me. But in my younger days, she was constantly busy protecting me and guarding me. And you have a guardian. You've got your angels there. You've got a protective guardian there that shield you. But Spirit is also saying for you to do these shieldings yourself. So do you have one? Do you protect yourself? Do you put up a protection? Are you aware of your environments and the people you're around, and are you just aware and noticing these things? So I want you to pick those eyes open. And if you are in some type of toxic relationship, this may be a validation, a warning sign, most definitely, that maybe it's time to move on and release and let that go. Or if you are, thinking about doing something that's not too good for your highest and best good, maybe rethink that. So really take a step back, look, be on guard. You've also got your team there giving you signs and warnings. Put up your shield, imaginary shield. Cleanse yourself. Maybe a person that drains your energy, toxic, that, and these people, as soon as you speak to them for a while, you walk away and you're just like so tired and you're drained. These are what we call energy vampires. They drain all your energy. So you may be dealing with a situation like this or going through something like this. It's time to cut that off. And you have your own whole team there supporting you and guiding you through this. So just be mindful and be aware. Stay on top of things, and put up your protective field every day, and cut cords at night. Do all that in the shower and before you go out or get around these people that want to drain your energy, is to just put that protective field up. Ask your guardians step in and shield you. Do your clearing and cleansing too after you leave these people, or finish talking to them when you're feeling drained. So let's see what our next card is. If you chose card number 2, I cannot read that. It is attachment, and it says accumulation, defensiveness, and scarcity. Attachment. So let's see what the book has to say about attachment, and that is 2. Attachment. So it says attachment resonates to the potentials of both vibrations of the accumulation and lack. The over-identification of material possessions can cause a myriad of conflicting emotions ranging from divisiveness, withholding, or greed. This releases rays this releasing ray calls for a higher perspective to remind oneself that things consist of energy and cannot be contained. Energy is in a constant state of ebb and flow. The need for detachment of materialism and relinquishing possessions is required for true abundance, and that is so true. And if you chose this card, a period of accumulation of wealth may be on the horizon, so caution is required in how you proceed, or you may be clutching to material possessions and a need to release them. If you are feeling like wealth is scarce, revisit all lack and scarcity programs running in your life and modify your belief systems towards prosperity. Know that you are always provided for, and that is so true. The universe always has our back. Spirit always provides, but it's the whole thing where that comes into play is whether you believe it or not. Or are you feeling in a have that feeling of lack, of not having enough money, just wanting more and more and more. You have plenty of food, you got a roof over your head, a shelter, four walls, a home to live in, but it's that greed comes in. And remember, everything here is energy. So make sure you need to go back and look at, there could be you're tapped into some type of program there, and you really need to cut those cords and release that program, because if you want abundance to flow, because this energy is all ebb and flow, energy is constantly moving. You definitely need to detach yourself from that. Just let it go. Put it in. You can put out in the universe what you want. Now, don't get me wrong. You can put out in the universe exactly what you want, but you need to say it and let it go. Don't stay hooked into that, because that will bring you thinking that you're lacking something or you don't have enough of something. Now, for other people, there could be some material abundance that's right around the corner for you. You could be hitting a jackpot of a big gold. You see standing in all the gold coins and all that. So there could be some money coming in for you guys, and so just be mindful when it do come in to again, it's energy. Just be mindful of how you feel, and not let greed take over, and always help out people in need, with charities. Or if we're going in these winter months here in the United States, and there's a lot of people that still don't have food in this world, which is really going to be changing here. I cannot wait to see the good things that are coming as we move out of this old paradigm and into something better, where we do not have food and do not have head and all that. But that's like unbelievable here in this day and age, but that's true. But if you are coming into some money, just make sure you pay it forward and help out, whether it's people, animals, the earth, whatever you can do. So let's see what we got for number 3. Rope portal. That is 40. Let's see what the book has to say about the throat portal. It says, being the truth of who you are and deeply integrating empowerment into your soul will enlighten. Understanding your power of verbal communication and learning the balance between your willpower and your soul power in the exterior world is an exercise in balance. Always speak from your deepest truth. So if you chose this card number 3, are you feeling suppressed, Do not be afraid to speak up right now. It will always be the best. It will always be best for your highest good to speak your truth. However, if you have been too outspoken, it might be time to allow someone else a chance to speak, all in proper balance and harmony. It is now time to acknowledge where your words originate from. Is it your mind, your heart, your body, or from the divine? Know where you are speaking from at all times. The deepest truth is in this awareness, and that is so true because we're speaking words and people don't understand that these words are spells, and we're putting some people don't believe this, but we're putting spells, casting spells on ourselves when we're putting ourselves down, or when we say things, when we put things out there in the universe that we really don't mean. So always be mindful and be aware of the words that you're speaking. For those that do feel like you are shy and don't speak up, now is the time to start speaking your truth. Speak now. Speak how you feel. Be your true, honest, authentic self. There's somebody wants to hear what you have to say, Spirit says. So speak your truth. Let the truth be known. For others, it may be time to slow down speaking and give somebody else a turn. It's all balance here. So again, but the biggest thing here with this card, the spirits wants me to speak about, is to be mindful of what you put out into the universe. What you speak about comes about. So when you're putting negativity out and putting everybody down and saying all these things, and then you're wondering, where is all this coming from, coming back at you? Why your life hasn't changed? Why is all this happening to me? Just be mindful of the things that you speak about will come about. Okay. And there's tons of videos on how to work on that throat chakra. If you need it open more clearer, there's tons of videos on YouTube to go through clearing and cleansing that. So just be mindful of what you speak and put out into the universe. All right, guys, there is your weekly oracle card reading. I hope this helps you in your journey through life. Blessings, my friends, and namaste.